Hello everyone, it is me again, Jack the Music Lover. I was about to say my other channel name there. And I think I've now hit a record. If I'm correct, I was tied 5 times seeing both Emma and Bombay Bicycle Club. Last night, Emma took the reins. She's now on 6. So, as I'm sure everybody knows, because you can't avoid her, I mean it should be Emma, but I'm talking about Tay-Tay. She's got her ginormous Eras tour going on, where she's going through her, we were talking about it last night at the concert, I think it's now 13 albums. Yeah. That thing that has literally been such a groundbreaking historical moment, has changed laws around ticket purchasing in quite a few developed countries across the world. If only Emma was that big, she should be. But anyway, Emma did sort of her own thing, which I saw last night. It was up in Birmingham. It's the first time I've ever seen a concert in Birmingham. I think I'm now up to about 5 or 6 cities seeing concerts in. It's the first time me seeing Emma outside of London. It was in a pretty small venue in the top floor of a pub just south of the city centre. And this was her anthology. She went right back from her second EP, her first one that she released on, Spotify and shit, The Distance, all the way to the one she birthed. It was last autumn. She birthed Cannot Help Myself. All the way through, songs from every release. And I was going to do this in chronological order. We were discussing if she would sing in chronological order, but I mean, starting with The Promise, it would have been a very sad note to start on. I mean, it's a lovely song, but kicking it off with Everybody Lies and perhaps doing it backwards would have actually sounded like cogent. When I mention we, I just bought the ticket myself, but 5.5 years ago, I went and saw Emma at Coco's in Camden. And just in the queue, met 4 awesome people. We have a Snapchat group that we formed in the queue as we were going in. You know when people just come together and it's just perfect? That's what happened there. And we all live scattered across the country and we haven't seen each other since, apart from last night. I was meant to see Jaden again at the O2 Academy in, I think that was 22. He got COVID. And I was hoping to meet up with Aline when I was in Paris last year. But alas, I finally met Eve again. And we got to have a lovely time together, singing along to the songs from yesteryear of one of our favourite artists. Anyway, support act was a band called Alice Lily. I enjoyed quite a few of their songs. I don't remember many of them. With audio like that, it's quite hard to properly hear the lyrics from what I could hear. Quite a few of the songs, I feel like it was sort of a love song, but also delving in and out into different topics. And I think I remember one song that was called Caroline, and it was quite funny. It was generally just about this girl called Caroline who generally doesn't make the best decisions with her money, but she doesn't care and she's just living life. I quite liked that. Emma. How we knew, they shut the music off. You know how they play music on the speaker? That shut off and then came back on again, but it was Karma by Taylor Swift, which had already played, but they turned it up and you could just tell Emma chose it as her entrance song. And what an entrance song. I'm not much of a Swiftie anymore. I was only a Swiftie for 2 years, but damn, that is a good song. Anyway, Emma comes on stage. Does she start with The Promise and do it in, I was about to say alphabetical, chronological order? She saw Sense and came on to Sucks to Be You. Which, no, I won't say this about every single song, but it is one of my favourite Emma songs. It was in my top 20, which you should definitely watch. I think she's played it every time I've gone to see her. So I must have seen it live now 6 times. And what she did is, I think apart from once, the 2 or 3 songs that she would sing from each release, she sang both together. So I was really hoping that she was going to continue Sucks to Be You with Look What You Made Me Do, which I know there was like a whole situation around that song, but it's still my second favourite Emma song. And I saw it both times I saw her at Sitsi, and it was so amazing live. But she sang Let Me Be, which is also awesome live. Then we went on to the next release, which went back in time. And she even knew, she was like, we gotta go back further. And it was perfect. It was perfect. It was called Perfect, and it's a perfect song. And then we had I think it was a repeat of, well, we had technical difficulties. It wasn't quite a repeat of 229. I think what happened with 229 was a microphone no, Emma couldn't plug in her acoustic guitar to do the Distance and Promise acoustic, so they had to like wire a microphone and place it by the hole in the guitar with the strings. This time it was her bandmate. Oh, God, I know their names, but I can't remember. I am so sorry, Emma's guitarist. You are amazing at what you do, but I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name. Her guitar conked out. So we started with Undercover Lover acapella.
Don't wanna be your undercover lover. Don't wanna be your friend and kiss you when the night ends. Don't wanna be your dirty little secret. I want the world to know whose hotel you go to. Don't understand why you wanna keep it quiet. If it was me, I'll be starting fucking riots. If you can't handle who I am, then get the fuck out. I'm not hanging around for something I could do without.
It was so good. Unfortunately, during the time Emma sang it a cappella, we couldn't get the situation fixed. So the da 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 na 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 came back, and then there was just a sea of requests. Of course, fucking Google Plus. Someone requested "Look What You Made Me Do." I don't think Emma was too pleased about that, which is rude. You should respect us. Look What You Made Me Do, lovers. My request was the best. Her rap roast battle video thing. I very, very kindly asked for it to be sung, and she so rudely, she didn't even look over at me. She was just like, no. I was so offended. But another a cappella version we got within all the technical malfunction was maybe Emma's earliest song. It was the utterly iconic We Must All Sing Together I'm Emma 19 and I don't wear hats. And then she raps about being allergic to penicillin, Eminem being black/white. Anyway, we got the guitar fixed. She sang Undercover Lover properly. I still adore that song. I was actually digging the acapella version a bit more than the guitar version. Still love the guitarist, but it was so good. And within the sea of requests, another little acapella version we had was back to some Tay Swizzle. Tay Swizzle. T-Swizzle, Tay-Tay, Tay-Tay Swizzle, Tellala Swizzler. Cruel Summer. That was really good as well. She hit them high notes. And then we went forward in time. I'm making this like a history lesson. We went forward to 2 years, 2015 to 2017, to my favourite Emma release. But this, again, I think she could have been more clever with the songs she selected. I still absolutely adore Nothing Without You. Don't Come Home is my 4th favourite Emma song. 5th if you include the rap roast battle. Stick around to watch it fall, even when I'm building up these walls. But I've seen her play them 4 times, 3 times in the last shows, and I kind of thought if she's trying to really bring things back, she would bring back some of the hidden ones. I really thought she would perhaps sing Instead, because the first time she released it, I think she just released Sucks to Be You, and it is just her and a guitar sat in her room. Such a beautiful song. And having that prominence of the video I mentioned, I thought she would sing that because I imagine that song means a lot of people, like it really means something to me. Also, I thought she would sing Human Behaviour to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because Distance, as I mentioned, was her 2nd EP. It was only the 1st she commercially released. Her 1st proper EP was just released on her Bandcamp called Human Behaviour, and she recycled the song from that to go on Magnetised. And I thought she would do that so that some of us in the crowd, proper OGs, who would know, that was from 2012, before the 50 Shades of Grey days. I wasn't even there for them, but I still managed to find Emma's Bandcamp and find it, and the early demos, which had Fixation on it. And I thought she would sing that to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We then went right up to almost the present day. I guess that's why she called it past and present, because Everybody Lies, it was last year, but it's still pretty present. From Cannot Help Myself, she only sang 1 from it, which was Everybody Lies. limited to how many songs she could sing, and she's got a lot to get through. And with it being the most recent, I did hear all 5 last autumn. But if she was to sing another one, I would have, I mean, just look at my top 20, number 6 and 7. I would have loved either Wonder Together or Heaven/Hell. Then, from her second album, so went a little back, Girl in a Box, she sang Brutus and Ridicule from it. Now, I love the song Brutus.
Time comes, all destroy your misconceptions. You took the last of my trust. I'm here to avenge myself. For the first time, I'm walking in the purpose to show you what it's like to get your feelings hurt. You're in control, and I'm taking back what you stole.
Ridicule. I don't mind that song at all. I think it's quite a sweet song, but I find Crying quite a fun song. I'm just thinking, what songs of that album would I wanted her to sing more? I'm looking at the track listing. So I've jogged my memory. Definitely either More Fool Me or Shadow Play. I really like those songs. But alas, she chose Ridicule. You know, when they do that, it makes me appreciate the song. It actually gives me a chance to give it a go, and it is a good song. And I almost feel like I had another go with this, because before singing Walls, we went then back another release to 2020, Rona time. She did My Arms Are Open, started off with Plot Holes, which as the thing about me, I love songs with orderly sections. So like the verse is very conventional. Then each section, the way the sections are ordered is sort of all over the place. So you'll have like 3 verses in the chorus, but then the chorus repeats itself a couple times, and then there's like a middle 8. But then you go back to a verse, and it's just all a bit. This is why I love the Billy Joel song Scene at the Italian Restaurant. It's all over the place, but each section is very orderly. Plot Holes is just all over the place, and there's absolutely no order whatsoever. It doesn't have a fixed tune, and it just doesn't fit weird in my brain. I just it is better than I gave it credit for. When like Walls first came out, it made me listen to it. I still wouldn't say it may be one of the bottom songs my opinion of Emma, because I just can't get my head around it. I would have much preferred it if she played History of Touches or Forever. I absolutely adore those songs, especially Forever. But then she did play Walls, which is one of my favourite Emma songs, but there's a reason why I've seen her 6 times. And then we come to her second EP, right back to the start of her I'm releasing this on Spotify and shit. Now, the Distance EP, I only properly started to get into Emma and listen to her songs from her second EP, Perfect, which I think why her singing Perfect and Undercover Lover meant so much to me, because I haven't heard either of those songs since Sitsy in 2016 and 17. But yeah, she sang the other 2 songs from it that she didn't sing at 229, so she did Promise and Distance at 229, but at this place, the Hare and Hounds in Birmingham, she sang Lies, not the acoustic version. I mean, Emma, you should do an acoustic concert, because when I saw her at Coco for the Villains Tour, she did Lies acoustic, and damn, it was so sinister. But she sang it all like live with the guitars and stuff this time. I mean, if only the guitar could have conked out again as she started singing it and had to go into that really low tone she did at Coco. If you were there, you know, you really know. But yeah, and then after that came a third opportunity for me to hear an Emma song I'd never really given a chance to, and that was Fear the Future. I've listened to the iTunes clip a couple times. I was like, oh, this is actually quite a sweet song. I was really sleeping on something, and oh, it was so magical, her playing it live. It's such a sweet, delightful song. And she sang it for all of us. I imagine in her choosing to sing this song, it was also a chance for Emma to reconnect with it, because in her recent top 10 of her own music, she said that Fear the Future was one of her least favourite songs of hers. She mentioned, like, oh, everybody loves it. I guess you're going to realise if everybody loves it, perhaps I should sing it. And, you know, I'm happy she did. But then we rounded it off with her chart-topping whopper of an album, because yes, 24 is the new 1. We're changing counting now. Villains. We ended with some Villains. The song choices, I know, I keep on disliking. Everyone's gonna have opinions about, oh, I wanted her to say this song and that song. Well, I wanted her to play What I Felt With You and Fake Friends. And other songs I can't think of right now. But damn, she played Burn the Witch and Third Eye. Oh, I love them songs. She didn't play Gender though. She did play Dirt. I don't mind Dirt. It's a really fun song to sing along to, but I definitely do think it's one of the weaker ones on Villains. Oh, she could have actually played Villains. You know, maybe we just need a 12-hour Emma concert. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't be 12 hours. It would probably be about 7 or 8 where she just sings every single song she's ever released, including off of Human Behaviour EP. An 8-hour Emma Blackery marathon, an M-marathon, a Blackarathon of just the whole discography, including the singles. Emma has 4 standalone singles, and she only sang 1. Granted, it's one I've never heard live, and I am so happy she played it. I love that she played Blossom. I love that song. And granted, I have heard What Have You Done For Me Lately live, I think twice now, and Cry For Your Mother at least once. She said What Have You Done For Me Lately is one of her favourites back in her ranking her own music video. I thought maybe she would have brought that one out. And also, one song I was really hoping for was Cute Without You. I adore that song. It's so rude, but I absolutely adore it. I think it was like my 10th favourite with The Algorithm. I wish she focused more on the singles. But again, with all these things I'm saying, she would have needed space enough for 20 songs, which would have taken her 2.5 hours. So if you are a massive Emma fan, go back and watch some of my other videos. Watch my top 20 of her. Definitely watch that one. It's a fun video. If you love music and concerts, and in your free time you just like to listen to people talk and talk and talk, subscribe, and I'll be back with another concert review incredibly soon. I've been Jack the Music Lover, and I'll see you in the next one.